Stagers, team leader of the Missy Stagers team and broker owner of M. Stagers Realty Partners, today with you on Monday Matters. And I have a guest, Christian Peter with Sente Mortgage, to tell us about a topic that's very hot on many people's minds. That is, how do you buy a home without selling your existing one? And that process is called a bridge loan or equity pool. So Christian, can you tell us a little bit about that so our audience can understand what that means, since so many of you have that question?
Absolutely. So as Missy said, very common question we get, for sure y'all get all the time, but as a lender also, how do I qualify for this next home I want to buy without selling my current house? Because as you know, a lot of people don't want to accept an offer if it's contingent, and so they're always trying to solve this contingency issue. And so, like Missy said, the common term is a bridge loan, and what that essentially is doing is you're getting a short-term loan from the equity you have in the house that you would like to sell at some point. Ideally, we're trying to happen after they buy.
Yes.
And so it's a short-term loan that just bridges the time to use those funds, put it as a down payment on the next home that they're going to be buying. And then after they go to sell, they can take the additional funds and put it towards the purchase. And so again, that's called a bridge loan. The way we do it is through a HELOC, so a home equity line of credit. It's essentially a short-term loan that is based on the equity you have in your house. Banks typically lend up to 80% of the value.
Right.
So can I use an example? Would that be okay?
Yes, please.
So let's say you own a home for $500,000, and you only own $100 on it. So you have $400,000 of equity you want to use for this next property.
Absolutely.
But you can't, because it's tied up in the sell. And so what lenders typically do is they allow you to loan up to 80% of the value. So that would be $400,000. You owe $100,000, so you got $300,000 of equity you can tap with this bridge loan that could be put towards down payment for the next purchase. And so that's how we would structure it.
Very
you
good.
have to go through that process, but yeah.
And that's a really important thing for most people to understand, because that solves the dilemma of no contingency. And you can go buy what you want before you sell. And for a lot of you, that means you get to move out, move into your new home, and then sell your existing home that you had.
And you can sell typically for top dollar because you have the time.
Yes, exactly, to make sure it's fixed up and looks nice. The key thing is you do have to have some equity to do this. But there's one very important thing about doing this that most people miss or do not ask the questions about. Can you share that with us?
Yeah. So it's called a recast. So a recast is essentially taking, after you buy the house and you've put some money of the equity down, you're obviously going to have more equity when you sell the rest of the property, right? And so the thought process on it is you want to be able to take the rest of that money and put it on your new mortgage that you would have just gotten with the purchase. And then, this is a really fancy term, it's called re-amortize the loan based on however many months are remaining on the term. And so if you did this 3 months in, you'd pay down the balance, and the new balance would be re-amortized by 300 in, let's say, 57 months.
Right, and the glorious thing about that is your payment was up here and now it's down here where you want it to be, versus taking all of that equity and dropping it into your escrow account, not escrow account, what's your principal, towards the principal, and then your payment's still up here. And so, yeah, you might pay off your home a little sooner, but that wasn't the real goal. So recasting or re-amortizing that loan is extremely important to ask about. There is a small fee associated with that, but it's much better.
Typically a couple $100, way better than refinancing.
Refinancing, that is not what you want to do, because that's costly. So,
and most people who come, they've never even heard of a recast. So talk with your realtor, talk with your lender, make sure they know what that is. But
that's right.
Everything can happen in steps, and the end result is essentially, it almost is the same as if they did it contingent where they sold the house, because all that equity gets applied to it.
Yes. So we are so happy to share this time with you on Monday Matters. If you'd like to see about buying before you sell, give us a call, and we're going to have you give Christian a call because he knows what he's doing. Highly recommend him. And I want to say thank you for joining me this Monday on Monday Matters. You can go to hold of you at
you can call me 210-296-8556. you can find us at wishconteam.com.
That's right. Sente Mortgage is where he works at. And you can call us at 210-324-7629 on our team phone. You can always email us, go to our website, mstagersrealtypartners.com. And again, if you have questions, we have the answers. We would love to help you. See you next Monday on Monday Matters.